To another review of LEGO Ninjago January 2026 Wave. This set we have here today to review is set number 71857, the Ninja Vehicle Treehouse Battle, with 642 pieces and a retail price of $79.99. And I believe this might be the greatest set of the wave, even with that high price point, but stay tuned to figure out why I think this is the most underrated Ninjago set we've had in a while. Starting off with the minifigures, we have Dragon Protector Kai. Now, this isn't his full Draconis suit, which is alright. I don't think we need more than one per set, except for the Arc Dragon of Life, or Source Dragon of Life, whatever you want to call them. But I still think these are great suits. In my personal opinion, these are better than the Spectral suits from last season because I didn't really like the Mergeland suits, and that was an expansion onto it with the dragon shoulder piece and the bamboo armor piece. But since these armor pieces go away from that bulkier mask on the bottom, and you get two separate pieces, one being the Ninjago movie piece, and the other being just this brand new giant shoulder piece, I think it looks 1,000 times better. Not to say the Spectral Hunter suits are bad, I just like this a lot more. And for Kai here, he does it really well with all the different reds. We have his main red color scheme, which I think is really nice for his back print and even the front print. As well as the dark red brought in for his arms and his wings when you get the complete form of him in Jay's transforming buggy. I love the gold detailing, and the scales even look like they're flames with little gold details to add extra parts to the flame. With the half mask removed, you see it's nothing special, it's just his movie head he's been using for almost all of Dragon's Rising whenever he doesn't have that secondary face print, which now accompanies the dragon forms, as you can see on Jay, and we'll get to in a few minutes. Now, I think the movie face print is fine. I don't really like the Dragon's Rising face prints, since there never was a reason to use those eyes, except for now. Sure, it was a cool little spectral effect for some of the minifigures as it popped with their elements popping out of their eyes. But I always prefer to see their eyes, and that's even shown with what I like to call Raptor Kai in Kai's Mech Battle Pack, since this isn't the complete Draconis form Kai. As you can see, he has the same torso and legs from the Dragon Protector, is what I'm calling this one right here, but he has the Draconis mask. But in a lot of the box arts, he is just using his normal Dragon's Rising face print. Taking off the mask, you can see it. And this is a good face print. I like all the face prints we get for Kai, but I never liked these face prints until now. And as seen on Draconis Kai, which I have right here, it just looks so much better. I don't like seeing that just on their Merge Land suits, the Storm suits, Mech Pilot. I never liked it. But here, it makes these suits just pop so much. Our second minifigure here is Dragon Protector Zane, which, yet again, I love this minifigure. I've never been a fan of his hair piece. I just think it looks weird, but it works here. It works on almost all the figures he has using that piece. I just kind of wish there was something else. It never really stuck with me. That's just a personal preference, though. Up close on his torso, you can see the scales actually look more like ice spikes instead of Kai's flames, and his arms are blue, showcasing ice. Sadly, his wings aren't blue, they're actually white, which we'll get to in the Cole's Mission Mech review, but I still think it's good, it fits well, and it showcases his ice powers really well. I also love the subtle gray detailing he's been getting with a lot of his recent minifigures, as seen on his belt, because it kind of just fits the robot theme so much better. I also want to point out that his eye print is finally fixed. I don't know if it was anyone else, but when I opened the Zane Mech Battle Pack from 2025, his eye prints were very glossy and weird with that shirtless Zane minifigure. Sure, I could replace his eyes with, like, let's say this figure, but then I'm always going to have one that just looks a little defective, and it's always just been this movie print. As you can see, this is the print that has the little motor on the back, or fan, whatever you want to call it, and just has his angry face. I'll show you in a second. But for some reason, whenever I got one, his face just always looked messed up. Yet again, as I said in my last review, this is just showing the newer capabilities of LEGO in 2026 with better printing for Zane's eyes. I don't know if it was just me, maybe something I was doing somehow, but I always felt like Zane's eyes were messed up on his minifigures when it was just this face print. As you can see with the mask removed, it is just his normal face print he's been using since Crystallize, I believe. Maybe Hunted, I don't exactly remember when he started updating this robotic face print, because I do remember in the movie he had that yellow paint on his robot face. Those two are definitely great minifigures, but I think the highlight of the main ninja here is easily Draconis J. I just love this core yellow on him. This was the yellow used on his core suits. I don't know where it exactly originates. I'm not a giant Lego color coordination person trying to find out the history of all of his colors, but I just associate it with core. That's also the only core suit I don't have. So it's really cool to see a Redeem J use this lighter color, because yes, J is finally joining the ninja team, as far as we can believe. He isn't Rogue, he isn't Evil J, we don't know how he gets his memories back. There's trailers, but it is still unknown how he will join the ninja. But I still really like this suit, and this newer color yellow, I mean, I know it's not new, but the core yellow is what I'm going to call it. It's also seen on Lloyd's Mech Jet, just feels so much better than the dark lightning bolts we got with Evil J and Rogue. Because, as you know, he was evil. He didn't want anything to do with Ninja. He even worked with Roz. Now, it was against his will, but still. Now, he's joined the Ninja, and you can see this lighter color scheme shows he's better. And I just love that detail so much, even if I'm completely wrong. As you can see here, he reuses the Draconian wings from last year, but this time in more of a lighter blue. It isn't the same exact blue from the Spectral Draconians, which I'm shocked about. I would have thought if we even got these when we got the rumors, if we got one for Jay, I would have thought they'd reuse the Spectral Draconian piece, because I never thought Jay would be good, at least in Dragons Rising, since there are leaks that there's going to be another show or something. But those leaks were then quickly taken down, as in, like, no, it's not happening. I also want to point out this rubberized tail. Yes, this is rubber, this isn't plastic. It's really nice and bendable. Well, no, you're not going to be able to pose it this way. It's still a nice little bendy piece, and I still love it, and you can hold him by it. I also love the gold clips on his back holding the wings, because it fits in with his armor piece. Everything else is about the same with the other Draconis suits, Dragon Protectors, but I do love his sharper scales in the front. Those are awesome, because I don't know what, it doesn't look like lightning bolts. It looks more of like a shield pattern. And that might be kind of cool to see if Jay's going to protect Nia. Because as you know, Jay and Nia, I believe, were married. If not, get shipped. Well, they are shipped even in the show, but get shipped heavily in fandoms. I think it'd be cool to see Jay protect Nia, since Nia was trying to get him back to the good side the past couple of seasons. I also want to point out the dark blue on his belt, and just really nice detail, still showing, yeah, he's a good ninja now, but he can't completely get rid of those darker color schemes. Also, on all the ninja, as you can see here, he does have claws on the toe print, which is a really nice, cool detail to see, since he is a dragon. With his Draconis helmet removed, or whatever you want to call it, you can get a better detail at this dual molding with the yellow and blue color, and it looks so nice. Like, I love this piece so much. As for the physical face print, I mean, it's nothing special. Like I said, we finally have a use for this face print for all the ninja, but on the back, it's just his angry J face from all of Dragons Rising, which worked with those suits, and I mean, this works here, but you don't get that new face print included in the set like you do with the Legacy sets or Jay's transforming Buggy. Minifigure, the last minifigure in this set is very surprising to me, as Euphrasia's returned. And I love this suit so much more than her original design. Now, yeah, if you still want Euphrasia, she's expensive as the other minifigure, which I have right here. Oh, the tip of her wand broke off again. As you can see, I mean, they look the same, but she actually has a darker blue now, as well as some brown robes to kind of represent the jungle, which we'll see back there in a little bit. But, I mean, it's an upgrade. It's almost the same suit, but I love when they do that. Like Sons of Garmadon and Hunted, how they all use that same movie robe, but it kept adding on to their suit. And kind of how Core and Legacy kind of corresponded, even though it wasn't canon that the suits were exactly the same. I still kind of like to believe, oh, Legacy Kai got somehow ripped up with his suit, and that's why he has all those weird mustardy colors on him. So I kind of like that Euphrasia has like more. She like has repaired her suit to fit the jungle. Also, as you can see, she's now using these clear pieces which indicate her wind powers, which is really nice. Instead of whatever this staff was, here's the front of it, the top. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know what it is, and I feel like this is just so much more cooler. On the back, you can also see something that might be her symbol. There was nothing like that on her original minifigure, which was included in the Dragonstone Shrine. So, like I said, if you wanted a Euphrasia, this was exclusive for $140, $160. Now you can get her in an $80 set, which, I mean, it isn't the best deal if you want Euphrasia. If you just buy this set for Euphrasia, I mean, no, don't just buy the set for Euphrasia if you want the set, like me, because I love this set, as you'll see in a few minutes. I mean, if you just want Euphrasia, don't spend the $80. She will most likely appear in a magazine polybag that you can get. I don't know if this original one did, but trust me, Frack has done it. Even Kerr is now in one, so those exclusive higher minifigures, they've come in cheaper sets. Unless you really wanted, like, Lloyd's Mech Check, like me, there is no point in buying the set just for the minifigure. Hold on, she will most likely come in a different set later on. Also, quickly forgot one and wanted to mention, she just uses the same Euphrasia head print from the Dragonstone Shrine, which is okay. I mean, I don't think we need anything else. Maybe an angry face. I don't know how angry or mad she'll get in the new season. I don't remember much about her from season 2. I don't even think she was in season 3. But I mean, it's all right. She also doesn't include her hood piece, which, like I said, I never was a fan of. I'd never used for her anyways, but it's still a little disappointing to see it's not included here, since it was included in the $140 set. But it makes sense. She's a cheaper minifigure, so it's not really that we need everything in this set. The next minifigure is the Loyalist. He's just the generic villain. He's not any of the cool monsters like the Acid Snake, which we'll get to. So, I mean, it's just a generic figure. This is my least favorite of the two from the Dragon's Rising wave. It's sad that there's only 3 you can get across all Ninjago 2026 sets, one of which literally being in the old town. Like, you can't get that unless you have $300. So he's kind of just exclusive and rare, because the cheapest way to get him is the $45 set, and I know not a lot of people want that Ryu. I thought it's a great set. We'll review it in the future. But if you want a Loyalist, I mean, there aren't many options. His accessory, I think, is cooler than the original from that other set. The other one had a staff, which I have right here, actually. He has a staff instead of just this normal sword. And I love the use of the Darksaber piece from Star Wars. It fits so well for like a jungle machete theme, and I love it. Now, for the face print, I'm not as fond as with the original and the other set. I mean, it's not really the original, just the other variation you can get. But you're not forced to use this face print. Let me just get him. See, this is the one in Ryu, and I love this face print more. This one has like tentacles on it, making like a mustache and making him frown. But the face print is actually, you can see under this dark red hood. Oh, hold up. underneath the dark red hood, it is the same face print as that $45 set. So you can have him however you want. Just on the box, this is how he's designed. And I think it's cooler to have one of each, even though this one isn't my favorite. It is nicer to have one of each. As for his torso printing, it's simplistic, which is okay. We have this dragon symbol on the back, which is also, I believe, very similar to the print on the Loyalist leader's staff, which we'll get to when we do Jay's transforming buggy. I do love the use of dark red. I have always loved this color on Miles Morales. Here, it's awesome. And I love the little necklace, pendant, whatever you want to call it, he's wearing. It kind of reminds me of like a weird scarab. I don't know what it is, but as you can see, we'll just pull the acid monster up here. He's wearing it too. Everyone's wearing it. I mean, the Loyalists reused the Loyalist leader body, so it makes sense. But for the monsters, they all have that pendant somewhere, no matter it's the Earth Betrayer / Earth Monster, whatever you want to call them. Mutation Monster, Acid Snake, Loyalist, they all have that pendant, so I love seeing that. Because otherwise, you're just having an army of acid snakes with no ties to the Loyalists for kids. Sure, they come in the same sets, but I think the little pendants are cooler because it has some way to tie them in. Even if the kid doesn't want to watch Ninjago, there still is a story aspect to it. The final minifigure in the set is the Acid Snake, Acid Betrayer, Acid Monster. There's many names for it. I prefer to call it Acid Snake. I mean, look at it. It is a snake. But there's many names. You can call it what you want. Someone called it an acid whipper because of the pyro whippers and the mango whippers. Whatever, the names don't really matter. For his torso piece, I mean, it's purple. It's got the little pendant. Like I said, it's cool and all. Nothing too big. But everyone is drawn towards the tail, just like Pythor. You saw this tail. You saw intimidating. That's what we need. We need Ninjago villains like this. This is what makes a set. Now, he's expensive. Don't get me wrong. The cheapest set he comes in is $35, but still a little pricey for people. If a kid wants this, I mean, there isn't an easy way to exactly get him, because he comes in this set, which is $80, and then the Dragon of Life, which is $110. So you can get a total of 3 throughout the wave, which is a common theme with all these monsters. Now, I was shining my light through his head sculpt, which is also new, and I love this translucent green that looks like acid. You see, it kind of glows a little. You can't really see through it, to say, but it's still cool. I also love his staff. He's a minifigure head to kind of represent an acid bottle. And then that tooth piece. I mean, it all just looks cool. My only problem with them is the 4 eyes. I don't like that. Like, it's creepy. It's cool. I don't like it. I also don't like those little ear things. Like, he looks weird from the front. Then you turn him to the side. Yeah, the little gills are gone, but now he's got 4 eyes. So it's kind of hard to find a spot, like, where he looks the best. Maybe like this. Like, yeah, it's a great minifigure, don't get me wrong. But I do have a little complaints for his head. Now, I also quickly do want to mention, I have a black light for when we get to the Spectral Dragonians. So, I mean, yeah, I can shine it on the sets and stuff. It's not really going to do much. But what I really want to show here, of course, his weapon fell down. We're going to need that. When you shine a black light on him, he glows like very goopy. And I love that. Like, that just looks so cool. It's harder to get on camera. Like, in person, he looks so cool. And even I tried turning down the lights to get a better picture of it. But, like, the translucent effect has just completely bolted and turned green. And it's awesome. In some ways, it looks better on camera. Others, it doesn't, as you can see. That's how he looks without it. That's how he looks with it. I love it so much. It's the same for this tooth dagger piece. Tooth dagger piece does the same thing before, then after. So it's a really cool effect. I don't know if it was intended. Maybe it's just how blacklights work. But I still love that. because it gives him a little extra characteristic that not every minifigure is going to have, especially from Ninjago. Starting off with the first build, it's the one I dread the most. It's another Kai bike. Now, this is mainly disappointing because we just got the Ninja combat vehicle from Summer 2025 wave, and it's practically the same thing. It's one of the main reasons I ended up returning the set without unboxing it. It was because, yeah, I mean, Frack was cool, but I didn't need him, especially when I started falling in love with this set, and we'll get to the big thing later, but I don't need 3 of almost the same bike. And Kai's just gotten so many bikes. This one is really nice, don't get me wrong, and I'll get to why I think it's cool, but I still don't think Kai needs more bikes. I feel like Nia needs other vehicles. It's a great build, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Nia needs more vehicles. Maybe Cole can get a vehicle or two. Sure, he has his car, but well, yeah, I don't like him as much as the other ninja. Maybe he can get a vehicle too, because I feel like some ninja are definitely favorited. No offense or anything, but this red man, I have 13 or 14 of his minifigures. I don't collect many sets. He is my most collected ninja, followed by Lloyd, but I mean, they're variant Lloyd and stuff I wanted. So, as for the bike itself, it's a good build, and I love this little piece right here. I love that so much. It uses a lot of, I believe, the Lego Speed Champions pieces. As you can see, these have like curvy techniques. Here, it's also on Jay's buggy, but I just figured I'd bring it up here. It also has these cool tires with treads. I love it. I love these. This is a jungle bike. I love this a lot. As much as I don't think we needed another Kai bike, I'm just probably gonna give it to Wildfire or something for my mocks. Something I do love here is this trans blue light. I don't know what color you'd call this. It's awesome. You can also see it in there as like a little intake. It is awesome. It definitely reminds me of Wildfire. On the back of this little intake thing, you can see flames. And by the way, this just moves with bar connection points. Now, it does have stud shooters, which I don't think are bad. I don't think stud shooters are bad. I do like them as extra playability. Yeah, I'm not going to use them as much, like, let's say, by any reason I play with this set. I'm not going to use them. But it is cool for younger kids, even though, like I said, it's $80. Don't know what kid will get this easily, but yeah, it is a cool little feature. Stud shooters, I mean, you kind of should know how they work. You launch it, pop, and it shoots out. Now, I did actually want to bring up this stud. I'll bring it up again, just gonna give you a sneak peek, but there is something I want to talk about it when we get to the Treehouse, which has a stud shooter there. So stay tuned for that. I do want to bring up the studs again. Anyways, it's a good bike. I mean, you can seat Kai in there. And take a look there. That's how you can seat, so you can have him sitting almost kind of lying down. I don't know. You can seat him just with that front piece, and because I'm doing this one-handed, everything's falling down. You can seat him without having to go any further. I kind of like to have him go further in case like I bump into something while rolling it around. And then, of course, you would flip his hands to hold on to the handlebars. Not going to do that right now. I'll do that with the final shot. I'll show you. Now, my only complaint with the bike, other than it's another Kai bike, is where's the weapons storage? Now, you might have said, oh, it's right there. There's a clip. No. I don't know why they added the clip. It's cool greebling, but if you want to add his weapon, you can't. Like, it goes further down. Maybe you can attach something else there, but I don't see the point of having the clips. It's cool greebling to fit with a little ventilation, but I don't see much of a point to have it there. Overall, it's a cool Kai bike. I mean, what can I say about it that's unique? it's a Kai bike. We have so many. One literally just came in a $10 set, and it was a tiny Kai bike, but it was still a Kai bike. And then the Ninja Combat Vehicle is literally two Kai bikes with different flame effects, one for Wildfire, one for Kai. So it's kind of just a giant Kai car with a frack cockpit. But it is a good little motorcycle, and I think kids will enjoy playing with this. This is the Zane helicopter part now for this review, and I mean, it's okay. I kind of wish we got a villain helicopter, especially since the Loyalists don't get any vehicles. None of the monsters get any vehicles. I mean, they do get mechs, but that's supposed to just be bigger versions. It's not like we need a big fig of them. So I kind of wish we got like this as a Loyalist helicopter and a Loyalist bike. And then maybe take away like this Zane, especially since he comes in the Dragon of Life 2, so he's the only duplicate minifigure. Doesn't have any special details. Like, I mean, yeah, we get 3 Kais in the Dragon's Rising wave, but they're all different in some way. While we do get 2 Zanes, we get 3 minifigures, but that's because we get 2 duplicates of that, and I don't think we need 3 Zanes like that. As for the helicopter, it's nice. I wish there was some sort of door here. Well, with what we're working with, it's okay. I also really like this dragon design. It kind of looks like he's got a gun in his mouth, so like Zane can free someone. It also kind of looks like a mouth, but it's very stubby. So yeah, no print on him. As for the stickers, I did forget to mention they all go to the vehicles. So Kai actually gets 2 on here. Not bad stickers, not bad quality. They fit right in. They look good. And then you get, these are the only other stickers in the set. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. We don't need to outdo ourselves with tons of stickers. No stickers on the Treehouse. My favorite part. We'll get to it. But I do think it's good. I will also want to mention, it comes with 4 swords just ready to go. It's got that weapon storage. But then, just like with Kai, where do you put Zane's weapon? There's just no spot, because it's already ready to go with 4 more swords. As for this, we have a little engine at the top. We got some little boosters showing maybe some ice effects. We also got little spinny things at the back, which can be taken off and equipped as a weapon for Zane, because it looks similar to the arrow blades. I know it's not exactly an arrow blade. It kind of reminds me of something that came in a Nexo Knight set when I was younger. I don't remember. So you can see there, you can use it as a weapon, even though it is just meant to be the back part of the helicopter. I find that as a little bonus play feature. It also comes with 2 shurikens on the wings. You do get an extra piece attached with 2 more shurikens in case you want to give it to Zane. I believe you can attach them to his back. I'm not testing that in this video. Probably when I do my minifigure overview. Anyways, you can sit Zane in here. You're just gonna have to take off his sword again. You can have Kai hold his sword in there. You can have Zane hold his sword in here. But they do look a little weird. But it's okay. I mean, you get tons of swords in this set. There's a barrel you can put the swords in. So he looks really nice sitting in there. It makes sense. Like I said, we don't have doors. I also really like the helicopter piece, which I believe was introduced with LEGO City. Anyways, the big play feature of this is, as I have stud shooters, it actually has a working top, so you can fly it around and spin that up. Again, my hand caught. You can fly it around and spin the blades, which is awesome. I really like that. Yeah, the back blades won't spin, but that's okay. You use them as weapons. It does come with this bigger sword piece, which I believe was used on the Kai mech. I think it was also used in the Surtur Lego Marvel set. Can't think of anything else. It also has this smaller machete piece, which came in the Zane mini mech from last January, whenever it was released for you. Overall, it's a cool build. I do like helicopters. I think this is a nice build. I love it. But I do think we should have gotten something for the Loyalists here, because they have nothing. No base of operations, nothing. Some people may argue this is a villain set, especially since it has a stud shooter in his colors there. And I'll get to that stud piece in a minute. But it isn't. It's the Ninja Treehouse vehicle combat set, or Ninja Treehouse vehicle, and you can actually turn it around. I'm getting into the actual review segment for this next, but you can see like little motor parts that kind of confirms, yeah, this was always meant to be a ninja treehouse, not a loyalist treehouse like some people thought it was. When I saw this set for the first time, I hated it. I hated it so much, mainly because of the vehicles. Maybe, just a little, but I did not like the treehouse build at all. Here we are now. This is my favorite Ninjago display piece. It beats the Dragonian Storm Village. It beats the Temple battle with Evil J. It beats the Dragonstone Shrine. This is awesome. I love this so much. And it's so cool. Starting on this side, we do have a ladder. It's not that new Minecraft ladder, which is okay. I mean, a bigger ladder kind of works because it isn't, like, held by anything. We don't need a small ladder like in Minecraft. Inside here, we have a bone. I don't know if there's going to be any lore with this, but it is cool. It's nice. Also here, just want to mention, we get a magenta frog. This is the man. This is the reason why you guys should get this set for $80. It's the magenta frog. No, I'm just joking. It's just a really cool little frog piece, though. And I also really like the water detailing. They've done amazing with water. You look at the Dragonstone Shrine, which we'll get to, and one of the biggest things I love about it is the water part of it. They do depth with water so well. And even in the Lego Mario sets, they do stuff like this. So I'm happy to see it continue here. A little disappointed we don't have this all tiled off, but it's nice, and I love it still. Here we have this brand new leaf piece, which appears in, I believe, almost every set. Isn't green in every set. There are a few sets that don't include actual leaf pieces to go with the jungle, which I'm upset about. This season is about the jungle. There's only one set about the jungle itself. I mean, yeah, we got the Dragon of Life, but that was always going to happen. Life means grow. Grow is plants. That's why he's a plant. But they added jungle detailing to it because the jungle is just awesome. But we only get one set dedicated to the jungle. And it's so sad because, I mean, yeah, this is giant in person. I mean, minifig next to it. I thought it was small in the packaging. It's giant. It's bigger than the Dragonstone Shrine. Or not the Dragonstone Shrine. It's bigger than the Dragonian Storm Village. And that was $40. This is bigger than that. This could probably go for 45. I mean, in a perfect world, this would be 40. But by itself, it could probably... I could see him selling it for 45. I don't see this being 50. And then the other two, I mean, 20 to 25. So, technically, if we're going by Lego's terms, in a perfect world, this would be 30, 35 max, perfect world. 40, I still think is fine for this, if this was sold by itself. 15 to 20. 15 to 20, I can see the Kai bike being 25. So a total of around just $90, roughly throwing around numbers. You get this all for 80. That's still a perfect world. I mean, there's gripes and stuff, but that is just my view. And I still don't think this is a bad set. I love this set. 80 is definitely a little, but you get all 6 minifigures, which I'll get to. I do want to address that at the end. That is really my only main issue, other than it being another, including more vehicles, when I would have loved to see this expanded upon. Now, coming to the little stud shooter, it is awesome. It's gold, and it has that same exact color piece. You shoot it, it pops out. Now, there is something I want to talk about with this, and spoiler warning, so skip ahead probably about 30 seconds or so. Just to be sure, on the box, he is shown using this. And the color scheme and the little dot is Imperium. Yeah, we know the Loyalist leader is actually Dr. Leroux. We'll get to that. This is all spoilers, but we'll find out really soon. But still, I I love that little detail. While this is a ninja treehouse thing, I still love that little detail, even if it's not going to be completely accurate. So it's just a fun, like I said, fun little detail. Might not be true. It kind of is just me picking at straws here, but I still love that. The last thing I want to bring about this section is the bridge. I love this bridge. It reminds me of the Ninjago movie. And yeah, you can tilt it. I'm not breaking it. It's because you spin this, you can just knock a minifigure off the bridge. So we throw our loyalist boy on there, and then we just send him flying. Almost off the table, too. So it is a really cool thing. They did really well. I love that little 1x1 printed piece. And like I said, there's no stickers on this side. This is just pure bricks. And then, a couple of prints. But this is just pure bricks. And then turn it around. It's the same thing on this side. Coming to the treehouse itself, I'm going to do it in 3 mini sections. As you can see, it attaches just using one of those little elbow pieces, and then up here it attaches. I don't even think it attaches, but the red kind of fits with the bridge, and then you go farther up and nothing attaches anymore. But for the bottom, it attaches using that little elbow piece, which is cool. You got a nice little interior with an engine, this saw, which is also in a metallic color, different from its normal darker gray, gunmetal gray I've seen it in, as well as a little hammer and wrench in case one of your vehicles gets broken. Now, on the Kai bike, there is no actual engine piece there, so it's not like you're going to be mixing and matching, like, and pretend, let's say Kai and Zane were having a fight for some reason. Oh, his engine bursts. You can take the engine off, replace it with that one, because he had Euphrasia or Pixel from that Build-A-Minifig here thing here fixing it, and then you can just swap it in and put that there. It has a cool play aspect, but it doesn't really do anything other than just kind of sit there. The space is nice. You can have 1 minifig really here. 2 if you really want to push it. You're going to have to start moving things. But yeah, it's some accessories, which is cool. Coming around to this side, it's really just trees and stuff now. Little plants, and I love that. We also have this cool little shrine piece, which I love a lot. Now, taking it off, it uses the Minecraft shulker box piece. With some other little details. It just fits with this little hole right here. You put it on that. And it just fits perfectly. Coming up to the second level, here we have this new guardrail piece. I don't know if this is new for Ninjago, for anything, but it's my first time ever encountering it, and I love it so much. It just works so well. Surrounded by it are all sorts of leaves and things, and then a hole. This has driven people away from getting the set. But there's nothing wrong with it. It actually has to include these 2 little barrel pieces. I don't know where the other... Oh, now I'm just knocking everything down. These 2 little barrel pieces. What you do is you would slide that back, put the piece there, then close that up the best you can. It's not really like you're going to be fully sealing it in there. Or you can do it the other way. You can do this from the back, which is probably going to be the preferred way. But then, let it go. It falls out and it'll hit a minifigure. Also, before we get to the back, I just quickly want to mention, you can probably put the extra swords from Kai and Zane in here from when they're in their vehicles. For the back, you can see a better way of how it works. It's nothing special. You can just drop the second one. You do get 2. Just drop the second one, keep launching it at the Loyalist, and then, yeah, it's just a cool little detail. Then we have this tree here. I love this little branch. It's really nice. Adds to the detail. I love the colors they use. Then we can see that little teacup again, as well as a tea mug. So I kind of wish Lloyd was included in the set. But then again, the price will probably get driven up. Even though this is 6 minifigures, I do think the price will get driven up. But it is cool to still see a little detail like that. As you can see, the doorway is very thin, so you ain't fitting a one through there. But you can have a minifig here, and then another one here with a T, maybe looking out. There is no consecutive way to get upstairs other than this ladder. So, if you're wondering how to get to 3rd level, that's actually a feature in the front. to get to the top level in Lego way, since, I mean, really, we can just have anyone fly when we're playing. Oh, shot you Fraser off the table. We can just have anyone just fly up. Oh, he's on 3rd level. Oh, he's up there. No, the main point is actually this rope piece, which is, using Spider-Man, that's probably the best appearance I know of it. So it's posable at the very top of here with some nice detailing. You can actually place it there too. I'm not going to because I'm just going to end up breaking everything. But you can place it there too. And it's really nice because I just love this little piece. So what you can do, I'm not going to do it yet again. I'm going to break things if I do it. I can try. Bear with me. So as you can see, we attach his hand. It is also hard to do even with both hands. There you go. We attach his hand, and he can swing around so he can grab on, climb up, and since it's a loyalist, invade the base and get through the front window, or climb on there, climb the tree. However you want to do. Oh, there you go. Fell. So, alright. Oh, that's on the opposite side. They also are on opposite sides. The branches, this would probably be the best way to show you. See, the pegs are on different sides. There's no way for this to plug in over here. I'm sure you can probably plug it in somewhere, but it's kind of just left dangling on the box. Coming to this upper level, as you see, it's basically the same with another teapot. Let's get a better look at the roof. Turning it around, it's not much. You get another little side, which also comes in Jay's transforming buggy. So it is cool to see extra weapon variation, especially for a bigger set like this. Over here, there isn't much at all. I mean, you can probably store one of the extra barrels up here if you wanted. Have the other barrel in that slot. And then at the top here, we have the giant tree piece. It is cool. I do wish they had something else because it looks a little weird. But it also looks like a palm tree, and I still love it. I adore this set. This, while it is an $80 set, I love this set. It's underrated. So in all, what are my final thoughts on this set? It's awesome. I love this set so much. I'm not a fan of the vehicles, I will say that, but I do appreciate them. Because for kids that aren't spending hundreds of dollars on used original versions of like a Kai bike, even though they make so many nowadays, it's a cool way to get a Zane helicopter, the first in a while. But the Treehouse is easily the highlight, and the minifigs are awesome too. You get the full 6, which confuses me, I will say. Especially since, like, here's the thing. For Eagle, you got 5 minifigures for $70. So with this set, you get 6 minifigures for $80. You'd think anything higher than this set would give you 6 minifigures. In Lloyd's Transforming Mech Jet, you only get 5, which is confusing. And then in the Dragonstone Shrine, you get, I believe, 6. It's either 5 or 6. I think 6, though. So, it definitely is a little confusing. I'm happy they didn't skip out on a minifigure, but that would definitely be a subject for another day. In all, I love this set. It is underrated. This set's Treehouse is the highlight and will always be the highlight. I have this on display with all the other little grassy builds, which we only get one from Jay's buggy, and then another with the Dragon of Life. But even though they don't really combine, it still is a cool jungle treehouse build. And I wish they sold this by itself and then sold these two together or something. Sure, it'd definitely bring the cost up because this would be like $40 to $50. This, like I said, it's better than the Dragonstone Shrine. This alone should be like, I'm sure people would say, oh, it should be 30. That's just generous. I feel like this should be like 40 if they were selling. It'd probably be 45 because it's bigger than the Dragonstone Shrine, like I said. But overall, it's a great set. It is the most underrated set. I was with you guys when I saw it for the first time. I hated it, and I despise it so much. But it's the only way to get this J if you want the win and tail, even though he comes in a 4+ set. So, I mean, like, yeah, it is a great set. I do recommend it. I highly recommend this set. I love it so much. For $80, do I recommend it? No. That's a little steep. Not every kid's gonna have $80. I say maybe 60 would be generous for it. 70 would probably be the best price. But I mean, it's not a bad deal for what you're getting. With what, 5? Oh, it's actually 642. I was wrong. I was going to say like 550 pieces. No, price per piece isn't everything, but 642 for $80, it's not a bad deal because you get bigger pieces and exclusive minifigures, new mold, brought back molds right over here. So overall, it's an amazing set. Highly underrated. If you want it, I mean, if you're impatient like me, I just say and get it. Go and get it. It's an awesome set. But if you're thinking, oh, 80 is too much, I would definitely wait a while. This set, though, is amazing. And if it goes on clearance, I might even try and find a way. I sell these two, but I might try to find a way to somehow build this treehouse bigger because I love it so much. And I wish we just got more jungle sets with this. Yeah, there was a whole season called the Island/Jungle, but I feel like this, since I wasn't collecting Ninjago then, and I'm not even collecting, I'm just reviewing, messing around. I love minifigures and stuff. So while I wasn't doing anything with Ninjago back then, and I missed out, this is an awesome set. So I give it easily a 10 out of 10. This has to be my favorite set. There's so much you can do with it. So many play opportunities. And while, yeah, you get 6 minifigs, which might not be the best to fill out everything, it's better than getting 5. It's always better than getting 5 minifigures, because you're getting an extra. So yeah, if you enjoyed this review, please consider subscribing, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.